Working in a newspaper, you're typically either a general assignment reporter who writes about any number of topics, or a beat reporter who focuses on a specific topic or institution. A beat might be general, like education or sports, or specific, like covering a local college or high school football. Now, when assigned a new beat, the first thing you want to do is research the topic. What has already been written about your beat, by your news outlet and by others? What laws or policies impact your beat? What's the group's budget? What are they up to? And what are they planning next? If at all possible, talk with the person who covered the beat before you, even if that person has left the news outlet. This is the best way to learn who's who and what's what, and how information flows through the organizations that you cover. You want to learn what your editors want. If you're covering the education beat, for example, your editors might want stories about social studies test scores, not hard-hitting pieces on middle school bullying. Talk to your editors and see what their priorities are and what they're expecting, and then focus your reporting on that. Meet people, get out of the newsroom, and talk to the newsmakers. That means directors and department heads, but it also means administrative assistants, assistant coaches, and anyone else who might give you good news tips. Introduce yourself and hand out your business card. Finally, make lists. Know who your key sources are, along with their contact information, email addresses, and work and cell phone numbers. Keep a calendar of upcoming meetings and events. If you're covering women's volleyball, for example, know when their meets are. If you're covering the local school board, make a list of their meetings and their election cycles. Keep an ongoing list of potential story ideas. These can include athlete profiles for a sports beat, or the history of an old hotel the city council wants to tear down to build new condominiums. Follow organizations and newsmakers on Twitter to help get story leads. Subscribe to their email lists as well. When working a beat, here are some important do's and don'ts. Do. Familiarize yourself with your state's open records and opens meetings laws, so you'll know if you're getting kicked out of a meeting for a legitimate reason. At NC State Student Media, our monthly board meetings are all public, but we do sometimes adjourn into executive session to discuss personnel issues such as hirings and firings. Know what your legal rights are so you can assess them. Don't get too cozy with your sources. You can be friendly, sure, but don't be friends. Don't make any promises for favorable coverage or keep information out of print. Your job is to serve your readers. If you develop relationships with your sources that prohibit you from doing that job, you'll need to be reassigned to a different beat. If you keep doing it, then you might want to be reassigned to a different career. Do. Follow the money. Every time I hear a politician promise something, I always ask, and who's going to pay for that? You should too. Who controls the money? Ask for budgets from the organizations that you cover. Don't get used. Veteran politicians and public relations professionals might promise you scoops if you print certain information. Don't fall for their tricks, but don't be rude or confrontational either. You don't want to burn any bridges right out of the gate, especially if you might be covering this beat for several years. Do call your sources back. If you have any questions about something that was said, call the person and ask for clarification. It's better to double check something, even if you're a little unsure before publication, than to find out that you were wrong once the mistake is in print and online, and maybe in audio and video form too. But don't waste sources' times. Your source is probably very busy, and you want to make the best use of their limited time. Do write for your readers. Keep things simple. Write in the voice of a teacher, not a bureaucrat. But don't simply mimic everything that your predecessor did. It's your beat now, and therefore your opportunity to tell stories. Do it your way.